I like the story of empowerment, and one of my favorite movies when I was a kid was Swiss Family Robinson, and stories where the kids are empowered and where they show independence and they take control and it's their story. Those were the ones that when I was young really captured my imagination, I guess, because I wanted to believe that that was possible. Vosch is an interesting guy. I think initially he's very much what everyone has been looking for. People are struggling to survive, and we always look towards the men and women of our armed services to assist. And when Vosch shows up, I think in many respects people feel like the cavalry has arrived. Mainly concerns itself with Cassie, who's played by Chloë Moretz, and she's you know, um, like a lot of us, feels a little bit alienated, a bit of an outsider, and when we first meet her, and then as things start to happen and the world starts to literally come apart, we discover that there's something of there's a quality to her as a character that I think actually makes her a great leader. And so the fifth wave is pretty much the story of her journey, trying to keep her family alive and together, and primarily to protect her little brother and get through this invasion. I didn't have that many chances to work with Chloe, but my sense of her right off the bat was that there was a toughness there that I think really worked for the character. Also, a real sense of professionalism and a great work ethic. When you see a young actor like that applying themselves to something again and again and improving it every time and really with a kind of focus and intensity and concentration that I think is sort of well beyond her years. As actors, we tend to work so hard on our own that we come into a scene and we think that it's one thing, and then what's really exciting is when you meet an actor who completely redefines the scene for you. And that kind of happened for me with Nick. It's like Nick Robinson. It's like I just assumed that I knew. I assumed that I knew better, I guess, because I was older. And I just sort of relaxed in the scene and was really impressed by his take, that he had his own take, and it had nothing to do with what I was doing. And in fact, I might be, it might actually behoove me to invest in his take. It was actually kind of a little more interesting than mine. And that's exciting to see when that happens in young actors. It's encouraging. When you're doing these big effects-driven films, you really need someone who is good with people. And Jay is, if nothing, immaculate in his control, patience, compassion, ability to hear you out, and then to make his own decision. I think at the core of this story is a celebration of the eccentricity, the idiosyncrasy, and the fallibility of human beings. And I think that that's something that everyone can relate to. Part of the battle between the others and us is that they understand hope as our weakness. They understand emotion, they understand passion, they understand reckless behavior as a weakness. And part of what's great about this story is it celebrates those things as undeniably human. They make us what we are. Our faults, our cracks, our weaknesses are in fact what make us great. And I think that's a message that is kind of crosses the age barrier.